once again it's time for maths lecture. So let us begin. In our previous lectures we have started chapter number 3. Chapter number 3 is subtraction. Our chapter number 3, that is subtraction. Okay, so in previous lectures we had done some subtraction questions. So let's try some more questions. So let us try to solve 63 minus 27. So what is the very first step? The very first step is subtracting ones from ones. Then what we do? We subtract tens from tens. First of all, we subtract ones from ones, then we subtract tens from tens. And keep in mind that smaller number is subtracted from the bigger number. We always subtract a smaller number from the bigger number. Okay? So let us subtract ones from ones. So 3 minus 7. 3 minus 7. Is it possible? Think about it. Is it possible? Can we remove 7 from the number 3? Can we remove the 7 from number 3? No, because 7 is greater than 3. How we can remove 7 from the 3? So now what will happen? How we will subtract? But we says that we know that the bigger number, the smaller number is subtracted from the bigger number. So 63 is the smaller, a bigger number. We can subtract 27 from it. But 3 is the smaller number and 7 is the bigger number. So we cannot remove 7 from the number 3. Then is there any solution for it? Can we remove? How can we make this number 3 bigger than 7? Yes, we can make. For solving this type of questions, we can make the number bigger and then subtract the number. So how we can do it? Let's see. Suppose you forget to bring pencil. Suppose you forget to bring pencil in school. Then what you will do? You will borrow pencil from your friend or your classmate. See, likewise, number also borrow when they are in need. Number also borrow numbers from their neighborhood. Number also borrow number from their neighbor place when they are in need. See, now number 3 is in need because we cannot remove 7 from the number 3. So this 3 will borrow a tens and will become bigger. Then we can remove 7 from it. How? If we borrow a tens. If we borrow a tens. See how 63 looks like. Look here. This is 63. We can break 63 in tens and 1. 60 plus 3. We can break 63 like this. What is 63? 63 is 60 plus 3. That is 6 tens and 3 ones. That we have written 6 tens and 3 ones. So we can, this 3 will borrow a tens. This 3 will borrow a tens. How? If this 60 will give a 10 to this 3, what will happen to this 3? 10 plus 3. It is giving it's 110 to this 3. So let us add 10 plus 3. 10 plus 3 is 13. So this 3 will become 13 and this 60 will become 50. Okay, initially 60 was there. We gave a 10 to this 3 and this 3 became 13 and this 60 became 50. So how we can represent it here? Now see, We got 13. 13 is bigger than 7. 13 is bigger than 7. So now we can remove 7 from 13. Yes, now we can remove 7. So what will happen here? This 60 or this 6 tens gave 1 10 to 3. So it became 50. It became 50 after giving 1 10. So in the place of in column of tens, in the place of 6, we are cancelling 6 and writing 5. And this 3 has become 13. So we will write 13 here. Now see, now we can remove number 7 from 13. So I hope you got. We can write 63 as 60 plus 3. Now this 60 will give a 10 to this 3 and will become 50. When this 60 will give a 10 to, suppose you have 6 pencils. You have 6 pencils. 6 pencils you have, and you had given 1 pencil to your friend. Now how many pencils do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what we are doing it here. Initially 60 was there and this 60 gave 110 to this 3 and became 50, and this 3 after taking 10 converted into 13. Now 13 is bigger from 7, so we can remove 7 from 13. Okay, so 13 minus 7. Let's remove. First of all, we'll draw 13 sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Don't you think this much number of sticks, drawing this much sticks is time taking process? So as we counted on finger marks, then as we had done addition on finger marks, we can done subtraction also. Let's see how. Count 13 finger marks. Count 13 finger marks. This is your hand. Now we always start from the bottom of little finger. So start counting 13 finger marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. Now we have counted 13 finger marks. Minus 7. Minus 7 is there, so we will count backward 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now we will count the remaining finger marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 finger marks are left, so we will write the number 6 because now 13 is there. We can draw 13 sticks, but it is time taking. Let's try by drawing sticks also. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Minus 7. So we will cancel 7 sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we will count the remaining sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, the answer is same whether we are doing it by drawing sticks or counting it on finger marks. Okay. So we had done addition on finger mark. Likewise, we can done subtraction on finger marks too. Okay. Now it's time for tens column. We are done with ones. Now it's time for tens column. Now we will see this number 5. This 6 is not anymore. Okay. We are now this 60 is converted into 50. So we had cancelled it. Now we will not see this 6 anymore. We will see the number written above it. Okay. So 5 is there. 5 minus 2. So let us open 5 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Minus 2 is there. So we will close 2 fingers. Minus 2 is there. So we will close 2 fingers. 1 and 2. Now let's count the remaining finger. 1, 2 and 3. 3 fingers are left. So we will write the number 3. Okay. So what happened here when number was in need? It took borrow from neighborhood. When the ones was in need, it took borrow from the tens. Likewise, if tens will be in need, it will borrow from hundreds. Simple. Okay. If example. So what we are learning? We are learning borrowing. In subtraction, we are learning borrowing, or we can call it regrouping also. Okay. Now let's take your book example, that is on page number 34. 967 minus 698 minus 698. Now 3 digits are there, it means 3 positions we will write. So let us write all the 3 positions. Now we always start from the rightmost position. I hope you all learned this thing now. We always start from the rightmost position. So here our rightmost position is 1. So we will subtract ones from ones. Okay. 7 minus 8. Now again the condition arrives that 8 is bigger than 7. So we cannot remove 8 from 7. So excuse me. Now what will happen? The 7 will borrow a 10 from 10's column. Simple. Now 7 will borrow a 10's from 10's column. Okay. So this 6 will become 5 because it is giving 110 to this ones. It is giving 110. So 60 was there. It gave 110 and became 50. So 50 means 5 10. So we are writing 5 here. Okay. Now after taking 110 from 10's position, this 7 became 17. 7 was there and we added 110 in. So 7 plus 0 is 7 and 1 as it is. So 7 plus 10 is equals to 17. We added 10. We added 110 in the 7. So now 17 is bigger than 8. 17 is now bigger than 8. So now we can remove 8 from the 17. So either you can draw 17 sticks and minus 8 is there, so you can cancel out 8 sticks, or you can count on finger marks. So first of all we will count 17. Yes, 17 finger marks. So let us count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 and 17. 17 finger marks. Minus 8 is there. So we will count backward 8 times. Let us count backward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we will count the remaining finger marks. This much finger marks are left. Now we will count them. Start counting with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. 9 finger marks are left. So we will write the number 9. Okay. Now we are done with ones column. So we will move towards the tens column. Now 5 minus 9. Can we remove 5 from the 9? Can we remove 5 from the 9? Yes or no? Yes, we can remove 5 from the 9, but we cannot remove 9 from the 5. Here we have to remove 9 from 5. We cannot remove bigger number from the smaller. We always remove smaller number from the bigger number. So we cannot remove 9 from the 5. So again, now the tens column is in need. So it will borrow 100 from hundreds column. It will borrow 100 from hundreds column. This 9 is 900. Now when it will give 100 to tens column, it will become 800. So this 9 will be converted into 8 and this 5 will be converted into 50. So 900 was there and here 50 was there. Okay. This 5 tens means 50 and 900 means 900. Okay. So it gave 100 to this 50 and became 800. Now 150 together made 150. Now 150 means 15 tens. 150 means 15 tens. So we wrote this 8 in the hundreds column for writing 800 and 15 in tens column for this 150. So once again we took 1 from this 9, that is why we had written 8 and we added 10 tens here. We added 10 tens. 10 tens means 100. So that is why we are writing 15 here in the place of 5. Now 15 minus 9. Now we can remove 9. Now we can remove 9 from 15. So let's count 15 finger marks first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We have counted 15 finger marks. Now we'll remove 9 from it. So let us remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we had removed 9 finger marks. Now we will count the remaining ones. So let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 finger marks are left. So we will write the number 6. Okay. Now it's done from the last column or hundreds column. 8 minus 6. 6 is a smaller number. So we can remove 6 from the 8. So first of all we will count 8 fingers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Minus 6. So let us remove 6 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So let us count now remaining fingers. 1 and 2. 2 fingers are left. So we will write the number 2. So 967 minus 698 is equals to 269. Okay. So now I hope you are understanding borrowing process or regrouping, subtraction with regrouping. So let us take another example for better understanding. Now this is okay. This is also your book's question. 500 minus 219. No need to note it down in the copy. These are just examples only for your understanding, for explanation. Okay. So 500 minus 200. 100, tens and ones. Now 500 minus 290. Now how we will perform subtraction? Simple. What is the rule? Subtract first of all ones from ones, then tens from tens, then hundreds from hundreds. So let us start from ones. So 0 minus 9. We cannot remove 9 from the 0 because 0 is a smaller number. So now what 0 will do? 0 will ask for borrow, a 10. When the 0 is asked for a 10, what happened to it? This is also 0. It cannot give borrow. Okay. This is also 0. It cannot give a 10. This is 0. So how can it give 1? So now for this, for helping this ones, now this will ask this hundreds for help. So this 500 became 400 and will give 10 tens. 10 tens means 100. So this converted into 400 and give 100 to tens. Okay. Now ones is asking for 110. Ones is asking for 110. So out of 10 tens, this will give 110 to ones and will convert it into 910. So here we cannot subtract 9 from the 0. So we look here for borrowing. But here also number 0 was there. So now then we move towards the next place, that is of hundreds place. So here 500 was there. So here this 500 is converted into 400 converted into 9. Okay. So now 10 minus 9. Now 9 is a smaller number. Now we can remove 9. So these are the 10 fingers. Let us remove 9 from it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. One finger is left. So we will write the number 1. Okay. Now 9 minus 1. 9 minus 1. Subtraction property. Whenever 1 is subtracted from any number, the result is previous number or predecessor. So what is the previous number of or predecessor of 9? Very good. 8 is the predecessor of previous number. So we will write the number 8. Okay. Now hundreds column 4 minus 2. So open 4 fingers. Minus 2 is there. So we will close or we will remove 2 fingers. We had removed 2 fingers. Now these fingers are left. Let us count them. 1 and 2. 2 fingers are left. So we will write the number 2. So 500 minus 219 is equals to 281. Okay. Now let's do some questions. So all of you now open your classwork copy. Open your classwork copy. Now we are going to start exercise 3.2. Now start writing with me. First of all, write heading, that is exercise. Exercise 3.2. Now today we are going to start exercise 3.2 and we'll do some question. Now question 1 is there. Subtract the following. We are doing subtraction. Now we will practice some questions based on subtraction. So write down the question with me. Subtract the following. So let us write question. Subtract the following. Now, part A. First of all, we will write all the places. 3-digit numbers are there, so we will write 3 places. First of all, we will write all the places 100, tens and ones. Suppose this is your box copy, so write one place in one box. Okay, write one place in one box. So let me explain one more time how you will write. Suppose borrow condition may occur. Suppose borrow condition may occur, so we will leave this row. We will leave this row for borrowing. Now we will start writing from here. Okay. So the first number is 693. So 693 minus 489. Minus will be put in different box. Minus 489. Now make table with the help of scale or ruler. Make table with the help of scale or ruler. See, this is how you have to note it down. Although I am sending PDFs also for making notes. From that PDF also you can take idea and make notes. Okay. So now it's time for solution. First of all, we will start from the ones. So 3 minus 9. 3 minus 9. 9 is the bigger number, so we cannot remove 9 from the 3. So what will happen? This one's place will borrow from the tens place. So let's do it. This 9 will be converted into 8 and give 1 10 to this 3 and this 3 will become 13 after taking 110 from the 9. Now 13 minus 9. Now we can do it. 13 minus 9. So first of all we will count 13 finger marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. Minus 9. Minus 9 is there. So we'll remove 9 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Now we will count the remaining finger marks. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 finger marks means number 4. So we will write the number 4. Okay. Now we will remove 8 from 8. Now we won't see the number 9. Now we have 8 tens. So we will see the number 8. 8 minus 8. Remember subtraction property. Whenever number is subtracted from itself, the result or the difference will be 0. So we will write the number 0. Now 6 minus 4. So open 6 fingers. Minus 4 is there. So remove 4 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now these 2 fingers are left. So we will write the number 2. So our answer is 204. See how simple it is. And this is the way of writing. Some of the students are not writing properly. That is why today I made these boxes and explaining again. So please be remembered about the way of writing. Okay. So this is how you have to write and solve. Now moving towards next question. That is part B. Again, the very first step is writing off all the places, that is 100, tens and ones. Now the first number is 351. So we will write 351. Now minus 164. Minus 164. Now let's solve this question, and once again I am reminding you all, make table with the help of scale or ruler. Do not make it by running hand. Okay. Now 1 minus 4. Can we subtract? Can we remove 4 from the 1? No. Then what will happen? We have to take borrow. Borrow from the tens place. So this 5 will become 4 and this 1 will become 11. This 5 will become 4 and this 1 will become 11. Now remove 11 from the 4. Count 11 finger marks. Count 11 finger marks and then remove 4 finger marks from it. Now what is the answer? Very good. 7 is the answer. So we will write the number 7. Okay. Now 4 minus 6. Again we cannot remove 6 from the 4. So again we will take borrow from 100. So this 3 will become 2 and this 4 will become 14. Okay. This 3 will become 2 and this 4 will become 14. Now we can remove 6 from the 14. So all of you count 14 finger marks. Yes, count 14 finger marks. Now remove 6 finger marks or count backward 6 times. So now how many finger marks are left? How many finger marks are left? Very good. 8 finger marks are left. So we will write the number 8. Okay. Now the last 2 minus 1. We will not see this 3 now. We will look at 2 only because 200. So this 100 gave 100 to this tens place. Okay. So now we are having this 200. So 2 minus 1. Remember subtraction property. Whenever 1 is subtracted from any number, the result is previous number. So what is the previous number of 2? Very good. 1 is the previous number of 2. So we will write the number 1. So 351 minus 164 is equal 7. Okay, so try to do part C by your own. Part C is your homework, and this is all for today's lecture. We'll meet in next lecture. Till then, bye bye, stay home, stay safe, and keep practicing.